You're watching Civic Television, CTV, a service of King County government.
Good morning. I want to welcome everyone to today's meeting of the King County Council Management, Labor, and Customer Services Committee for Tuesday, September 28, 1999. We'll begin. Okay, Reverend Samuel McKinney is here. Dr. McKinney, welcome, and we're really honored to have you here and
Thank you.
Get any comments you have.
How long do I have?
Well, I'm not going to hold you to any set time. What we really, particularly for the people introducing the subject, if you want a little more flexibility, take whatever flexibility you need. But ultimately, to get all these people done today, some of you hopefully can keep your comments down to a minute or two in order to get everyone done. But let's allow a little flexibility to begin with here.
Thank you very much, and my name is Samuel B. McKinney. I live at 828 33rd Avenue in Seattle, Washington. Pastor Emeritus of the Mount Zion Baptist Church, having served that congregation for 40 years. During that time, Dr. King made only one trip to Seattle. That was in 1961, and Mount Zion brought him here then, and we encountered some local acts that did not make sense, which I hope he will be avoiding today. Dr. King and I were in the same freshman class in Morehouse College, entered there in September 1944. He was 15, I was 17, and as soon as I turned 18, Uncle Sam laid claim on me. I was also present in another chamber, I think it's around the corner, when this county, King County, named officially this county after Martin Luther King, Jr., which I think was a right step, a forward step, the only county in the country up to this date named for an individual, and all of the items listed in that list are correct. Now, I hope that we do, and we should, have a logo depicting his likeness so everyone will know who and what this county stands for. We have an opportunity to go forward, to overlook, or to go past some of the wrong things that have happened in this state, because you see, the state of Washington, the United States, failed 3 times in this area. One, in its treatment of the Native Americans. Secondly, in its treatment of the Asian Americans in the 1880s, and then herding all the people of Japanese background into the Puyallup Fairgrounds after Pearl Harbor, and its historic mistreatment of African Americans in what was the Oregon Territory, which in the state of Oregon made it illegal for black people to permanently reside in that state until George Washington Bush came into the Washington Territory, and those who were fighting his presence and who wanted the northern boundary of this state to be at the 54th parallel retreated back to the 49th, hollering that the neighborhood had changed, going way back there that black folks were now a part of this state. Had it not been for a black man, George Washington Bush, the state of Washington would be a part of British Columbia right now. We have not paid due respect to the history that has made this part of the nation possible. Every section of this country was affected by slavery. The Deep South held people in slavery as manifest destiny, which really was a cover-up for white power and control. We see it rearing its ugly head today, was intended to make sure that this nation would remain white. That is not happening today, and we need to take change by the hand before it takes us by the throat. Dr. King's memory, kept alive here in visible form, is the only way to travel, the right way to travel, not only to have the logo, but if the state and the government has to recognize this change or this likeness, it should be done and should not be wasted any longer. We're going into a new millennium, another century, another generation, and we do not need to be hampered by the mistakes of the past. To honor Dr. King, and I know a lot of spurious things have been said about him, George Washington, I understand, recanted his holding of slaves. I don't know about Rufus Devane King, Lord rest him and his memory. But let us move on and honor somebody worthy of honor. And we are honored to have his name over our county. It may be difficult for some people to live under that, but the sooner it's done officially again, it should be done. I don't know why we always have to go over things 2 and 3 times as black Americans to get things accomplished, but whatever it takes, we're here to do it, and we ask you to do the right thing right now. This is your splendid opportunity to leave in the past, in the 20th century, stuff that should not go into the 21st century, and close this book and move forward together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Question. You said that you witnessed white power rearing its ugly head here today. What did you mean by that?
24/7.
What did I mean by that?
Yeah, you said your words were you were witnessing white power rearing its ugly head here today. Could you please explain what you mean by that?
What I mean by that, when I see all of the shootings and murders and other things that are taking place, someone who lived in this area going to Los Angeles County, doing things there, when I see the reaction against change, not from poor whites, but from people driving to school in BMWs and Mercedes and pulling out guns and making bombs in their homes. No black mother would let her child make bombs in the house. They not know what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
That sort of thing. That's what I mean.
Okay, thank you.